Take one.
I'm Carla.
I'm Shara. And
And
we are
HopeGene.
HopeGene.
Why that name? And we're like, well, we originally was something like Hope Generation.
Yeah.
But Hope Generation sounds
Big.
far too wide. And we're more like a genetic strand that contributes to a generation. And the voice and the thing we wanted to contribute was hope. Oh dear.
So this is your first album.
Yeah.
About time.
How long has it been?
10 years.
It's been a decade.
Basically, we're old.
Don't put that in there.
But still in the game.
We didn't start like on the back foot. Think about all the stuff that we did even early on with the music.
Yeah, the journey's been
like
super...
with our first songs, we took it to Nashville, and we came second runners up in this massive competition.
It's quite overwhelming to think that we've been doing something and trying to create something and working on something for a whole decade. That's like a whole child. It's not a baby, it's a child. And not everyone has that kind of journey. That's just been our journey. Would I change it? No. Has it been invaluable? Yes. Every step of that decade has led us to this point, and I think that now we're both ready. The band is ready. The message is ready. The purpose is established.
I think when we came up with this album name, a lot of what I think played on our minds is just how long the process has taken with the songs and the production and just the project overall. And looking at that time period also kind of signifies the journey that it's taken to where we've now come to. And in that journey, not only were things established like our sound or our message, but also us as people. So we ended up at Defined as the name of the album because that kind of sums it all up.
Defined for me communicates very similar to what Carla said. We've been on a journey with this album. We've been on a journey as people, and we've been on a journey as a band. And when we had all of our music put down, all of our music finished, and we sat back and kind of took it in, there was a settling, there was a contentment, I felt, that we are who we were supposed to be as a band. And all of the questions, all of the doubts, all of the, diversions that we've gone on this journey all came and aligned, and we became defined.
And actually that makes me feel quite emotional because I remember so specifically that process of, when we went to those competitions and then the critiques, the professionals' critique of us, like, we don't know where to fit you, your genre is so unusual. We weren't cookie cutter model, if that makes sense, for what was coming out in terms of, music on the world stage at that point in time. But also, I think there is something to be said about, like, I think it's a big thing when you feel like you've got something inside you and you don't even know how to articulate it yet. And you feel also like it's just not in the way that we want it to feel, we want it to look like, want it to see, but you feel that it's there. And when it finally got to that point where actually this is what we're supposed to sound like, what that feels like is just so precious.
It's been amazing, actually, because, as a teenager, listening to the music that we were creating,
I was resentful.
I was not. I was like, this isn't who we are. I didn't know what we were. I didn't know how to realize what exactly, as you said. I didn't know how to realize what was inside of us. I just knew we were missing the mark. And coming to the conclusion of this process and having such a level of pride of what we've done, what we've achieved, and a self-awareness and self-knowledge of who we are as a band is liberating.
I'm so proud of this body of work. I'm so honoured that, like you said, we got to it, we stuck it through, and it's here now.
And how many times did we feel like maybe this is
This is
it? Maybe we weren't supposed to do this. Maybe this is the end. And we stuck to what we know God has called us to as individuals and as a team.
You were many times not in agreement, mate.
I was in agreement, but
she's like, I'm leaving this band.
I left the band weekly for a time period.
I was like, Shara, but can I be part of it?
No, because you guys made me do stupid things.
You did great things.
No.
You're a rapper. You played the bass guitar.
You set me up.
In 2 weeks.
No, because no one else was going to do it, mate, and someone needs to do it.
And you brought out gifts inside of yourself that you didn't even know that you could do.
Yeah, again, that's great. But what I'm saying is, when it got really hard and it looked like this is
leave
it,
it, mate.
this is it. It's time to sit down. Okay. But when it was in that position where, okay, jokes aside, actually we need to rise up and be counted. We need to really, what do you believe? What do you believe? What was HopeGene built upon?
I just wanted to sing for Jesus.
And in that moment, I think that was also a defining moment that, do you know what? No, we aren't going to quit. No, we are called to this. No, we have to finish.